Hello, it's me, the Hidden Copes, and today we'll be doing something slightly different than usual. We'll be doing a Minecraft world tour. So I recently released a video on my Terraria world, doing a world tour of that, and it did pretty well, so it seems like people do want to see that sort of stuff. So we'll basically just be showing off all the builds we've done thus far in this world. So without further ado, let's get to it. First off, we have the entrance to our main base, our hill fortress. So this is a giant copper head that is fully functional as well. It is also a base defense system. It does shoot out fiery arrows from that cannon in its mouth. You can see there at the bottom with a fence where it sort of dips in a little bit. That's to draw the mobs into one area so they actually get hit by the arrows. And then on either side we have towers that are in the style of industrial chimneys from like the 16th century, but also like a little bit medieval as well. The main inspiration for this came from Elden Ring, so there is a piece of artillery, or well, siege equipment I suppose you'd call it. In that game, it's a giant copper head, it's called the Flame Chariot, and it looks pretty much identical to this. It's made out of copper, it's got a flame cannon in its mouth, it's mobile, so I thought, how would that look if it was, a lot bigger and it was also the entrance to a giant base? And that's what led me to build this. So I'll just float a little bit further away and give you a look from a little bit further away. I think it does look a lot better. Just because the texturing with the copper looks better from further away, it looks more blended in. Like parts of the head have naturally been exposed and rusted. And in the middle we have shroom lights. That's to give an effect of fire. Eventually, when Optifine finally updates, we are going to get the effect installed so it looks more like fire, because it does have orange glass in front of it as well, and it'll give it that smoky effect. And here is a little look at night. As you can see, it glows quite a lot, stands out quite a lot against the landscape. Quick thing I forgot to mention as well, in that left tower there is flames there as well. It's supposed to look like the place has been recently under siege, and like a catapult has hit that as well. So now let's go actually into the fortress. So as you can see, we have a portcullis here, fully functional as well, redstone. So there are buttons on the side here and on the other side as well. Flick those and it will open and close. And then through this little tunnel here, and this is our main base, and this took quite a long time to dig out, like we're talking months really. This centerpiece here is our automatic storage system. Now it doesn't look like much at the moment because it hasn't been fully decorated yet. It is functional though. You can see bamboo was in round at the moment. It looks even worse, I think, because I had to use cakes as well because I didn't have access to honey blocks at the time. And over here, so this is our automatic smelting system. So you can see that chest going back and forth. That is actually taking smelted ingots from the system and depositing them in the automatic storage system. So it all works together completely automatic, which is great. The design as well is something that I really do love. So I knocked this together in a creative world first. Give you a look from this side as well. This is like a second smeltery area. And I'll go inside. So that dirt is not supposed to be there. An Enderman must have put that. Same with that as well. Probably should have cleaned that place up before I did this, but oh well. So as you can see, one side's actually going at the moment as well. This one's not been activated yet. This is what it looks like. It can smelt a fair amount of items per hour. And there's like a little bit of decoration there. That's supposed to be like a little furnace. And then just a quick glance at the redstone underneath. That sorts everything that comes out of the smelter. And this is the boiling room. So this is how we actually supply fuel to our smelter. It's powered primarily by lava buckets. I know I probably should have used like automatic cactuses or kelp farms, which are fully automatic instead of having, semi-automatic like this. But I just generally like the idea of using lava buckets. I think it's a really cool fuel source. And now we'll go through here, and this is the stable area. So I'm not really a person who uses Elytra. I don't really go to the end in my playthroughs for a while, if at all. So I do use horse breeding, which I know a lot of people don't. So this is what this is for. You can see the signs on the stables here have the horses' stats, the jump height, the speed. And this place was built in the style of, like, it's supposed to be gas lamp sort of working horses. Here is a horse speed tester and horse jump tester at the side. And those pens there are for breeding horses, mules, anything that I really need. But yeah, these are supposed to be in the style of working horses, like those that you'd see in old England in the mines. And then over here, so this is our potion room. So we'll just go through here. And it seems like we have some escapee rabbits, so I'm going to have to deal with those. They're definitely not supposed to be out of the pen. So took care of those. So we can see there's a rabbit hutch there. We have tables with various decorations on, like that glass with the trapdoor supposed to be a jar. We have like a foresty bit there. Over here, this is where we actually make our potions. And then we have an upper floor as well. So on this level, we've just got a bunch of decorations, really. We've got a lot of mobs in here as well, like we can see with that axolotl in there. And we also have a mob in there as well, in the endermite, which is really great for this room because of the particles it gives off. Really nice magical effect. This is where we keep our sniffer, which we actually needed for some plants to actually put in this room. Most of this area is not been decorated under here, so we'll leave that for now. We have the cauldron centerpiece. This over there is a functional spider farm. We have our netherwort farm because this is a post room after all. We have another endermite in here, which looks even better because the particles show outside the trapdoors. This is where we keep our frogs. Whoops, did not mean to do that. And you can see jumping on the drip leaf there. More decorations over here. And we have a blaze, which was a bit difficult to get in here from the nether, but it wasn't that bad. I thought it'd be a lot harder. So I did show that one of the episodes, me actually getting... He did actually burn the rabbit hutch down on his way in here as well, so it wasn't without its issues, but it worked out fine in the end. And this is my villager trading hall. Now, I'm not really too sure about this place. I'm probably going to do it up quite a lot. Not really happy with it. When I first did it, I thought it was okay, but I added some other things into it that actually didn't look too good. That's the breeding area in there. Through here is like the conversion zone where we have our zombie. Of course, that's recently been nerfed, but it still works just once. So the idea of this place is it's supposed to be a sewer, and we are going to build the rest of the sewer up around here. And these villages are supposed to have made like a little society in this sewer where they do all the trading and stuff, and there's like a little mining area, and there's animal pens and straw and stuff, and it's supposed to look like a village in a sewer. I got that idea from a game called Dragon Quest Monsters Joker, which is quite an old game on the Nintendo DS. A new Dragon Quest Monsters has recently came out, which is pretty good as well, which I've been playing quite a lot. But there is an area in that game that is literally just that. It's an underground sewer where there's like a little village and there's people living in the sewer on floats and stuff. And I just thought it was a really cool, unique idea, so I thought I'd try and replicate it here. And leaving our fortress now, going over here. So this is like a little outpost area. We are going to eventually build this up into an abandoned village. And we need this area really because we have all our mobs in here, like our mob farms, cows, sheep, chickens, all that sort of stuff, and they tend to cause quite a lot of lag, so it's best to have them away from your main base. And I built this dilapidated barn house to house them and the farms that they will be in. So I'll give you a look in here now. So here we have our bee farm. Very important to us because we did build our main base feature out of copper, so we needed quite a lot of wax. And this is like a little stylistic bee apiary. It's not actually that functional, although there are bees inside it. Here we have our cow crusher for steak. And then over on this side, so on the left hand side, we have our automatic wool farm. There are all the sheep. Most of them have been sheared already. And then everything gets deposited over here into this little storage shed. So on the right hand side, this is where the chickens are, and I've tried to disguise the chicken farm to make it look like an actual chicken coop, as opposed to just like a box that everyone does. So up here is like supposed to be the actual coop itself where the chickens are. You can see them all in there. And then this is in the style of a medieval furnace, or rather an oven, and this is where the chickens actually get cooked. So leaving here now. So I think that's most of the things I've really done in terms of actual proper builds that I've decorated. There is one thing over here, our skeleton farm. So this is like the railway system where the bones and the arrows come. And if we follow it along, I'll show you the farm. So here we are. Now this hasn't actually been decorated yet. I am waiting for the update, just because the update has quite a lot of copper blocks that I think will look really great in here. But this place, I wanted it to look like really crazy and full of redstone. I wanted it to look very technical, steampunky, but mainly like redstone punky, if that's the thing. You can see here, that's where I did the glass floor, and we have all the machines underneath, and they're all functional, they all work, they all do something for the farm. But yeah, this was a very fun thing to build. I really enjoyed this, and I can't really wait to decorate it, but I think it's a while now until the update comes out. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for today. Thank you very much for watching. I know this episode was a little bit different. Normal episodes will resume afterwards. But yeah, please let me know what build you liked the most. And if you did enjoy the builds, if you did enjoy the video, please consider liking, subscribing, all that sort of stuff. Really helps me out, really helps to grow the channel, and it helps me to continue doing these builds. So yeah, thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.